Hello. Hello, everybody. There we go. Everybody see me? Hi, everybody. Oh, my dad is here. Okay, great. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Okay, it is June 8th. So we're in the second week of June. Angie just said cute hair. Thank you. Thanks for saying that because I think she went a little too light. I think I'm trying to be a little too blonde. But thank you very much. I'm sorry, I got caught on the phone, and I was talking to Mark. So he called me. So if you guys aren't familiar with his books, I'm not sure. He's going to try and log in if he can. So he just called me on the phone, and if you're not familiar with his big-ass book of bling, home decor, he is great. And I worked with him at Deco Art, and amazing to do stuff. So that's who just called. And so I just said to him, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to be on air in 2 minutes. And that just happened. So if you guys, okay, good. Amy Love said I have one of his books. Super fun to work with. And hopefully I'm recording. Hold on, let me double check. I got to move the chat over anyway. I like to cover my face. Okay, good. We're recording. So anyway, it's June 8th. I'm Tracy Weinzapfel. You're joining me live in my studio. What you see is what you get. I'm sort of cleaning and making space for some new things. And I had hoped tonight I would be able to talk about said new things. But I can't yet. So it's all written up and ready to go on my blog. I wanted to talk about it here, but I can't until everybody knows and the fun stuff coming. And I'm just excited. What's going on in my life? All right, where do we begin? So my son is graduating on Wednesday from high school, and that is very exciting. I can't believe I'm old enough to have a high schooler graduating. I need to pause one moment because I want to say hello to everybody logging in saying hi, Tracy. Hi, Heather. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Pam. Hi, Ashley. Hi, let's see, my mom and dad. If you are not familiar, my mom and dad are Glue Mom and Glue Dad. They will be here tomorrow for said celebration. There's Cinda. My moderators are Lori, who is not present at the moment. She is on vacation with her husband, Mary, and Andy. So they're going to keep the ball rolling, and if they would like to add Angie, I'm sure Angie doesn't mind at all. Hi, Liz from Texas. And if you're new, for about the first 15 minutes, I was 1 minute late, but I won't go 1 minute over in talking. I will talk to you guys and welcome everybody. This is live in my studio. I haven't practiced anything. I am painting 3 pieces that are commissioned pieces, and I will show you one of them. It's actually a revival of something I've done before. So I have done something creative in the past X number of whatever. It's a canvas, and I have to do 3 of them. I don't have to. I was hired to do 3 of them for 3 friends. And let's see what else. There's so much going on. And by the way, let me just pause for a moment and talk directly to my parents. Mom, you've always taught me to be a very neat person. It's not going to happen. When you show up tomorrow, it's not going to happen. So, literally, there's so much chaos going on right now in my life that it's day to day. I always handle things like week by week or month by month, and I know where I'm going to be and how I'm going to do it. But it has been day by day. So I wake up the next day, and I am in that mode. So tomorrow morning, I pick up my parents at 10:24. I Zoom back, and we'll pick up my kids at 11:45. We will show up at this house to whatever's happening. Work has been amazingly wonderful, and that's great news. So with great news, oh, and to top it off, my husband returns back to work tomorrow. I mean, So we have a lot going on. I just had to close my shades more. The other thing is it's about 100 degrees here, so the sun sets in my studio, so we had to turn the air conditioning on so I don't drop over dead. I've also been watching everything I'm eating. I'm down 5 pounds. My blood pressure is back in check, and that is not easy. I kind of feel like I'm eating like a rabbit, and it sucks. Tonight I made homemade potato chips. I know why you buy them out of a bag. You should never turn the oven on to 400 when it's 100. You just shouldn't. Oh, somebody just said, oh, you want to hear something exciting about women's soccer? I'm going to tell you something exciting about women. Okay, here's the commission piece for whoever's watching women's soccer. Pam. So that gives me a good segue into June. I've got a couple of trips coming up, and I'm going to turn this. I don't know how bright or how I seem like I'm a little bright, but anyway. I'm going to talk to you about June. I'm going to try and be here as much as I possibly can for June. Next week, we have a very special guest in the studio. He goes by the name of Jerry, and his last name is Weinzaffel, and that would be my dad. So whether he likes it or not, Monday we have a special guest who will be alongside me working, and that's very exciting. The next thing in June that's happening is I'm doing another collaboration with Mr. Skinner. You guys are familiar with him, I'm sure, by now. Hold on, I'm getting some more closing of the drapes. I feel very bright right now. I don't like to feel bright. I don't feel like, oh, that's so much better. So stay tuned for that, because with that is giveaways from our sponsor, Deco Art, and I am so excited about the challenge that we're doing. I'm kind of hoping that it incites you guys to do some research on artists, and we are going to be painting again today, or not today. He's not here, and I believe he's probably sleeping, but again, Deco Art has been very generous to sponsor us, and if you guys did not see what happened in May, I gave away a load of stuff for my birthday. Thank you, Mark's book. I'm so fortunate to just, in my job, collaborate and do things that are just out of the box for me, and this is just another thing. And so I'm going to have my dad here working with me on the next Monday. In June, I am going to San Francisco, which is awesome because I love San Francisco, and second, I'm teaching at a store that is awesome. So if you are familiar with Flax Art and Design Store, it's right downtown on Market in San Francisco. I will be there teaching. It's a 2-hour workshop, and my format is going to be, depending on how many people are there, hands-on, demo, fun. We're going to have 2 or 3 hours of just deco art, mixed media madness. So if you're anywhere near the San Francisco area, and my segue into that about soccer was 2 of my high school friends who are married live in San Francisco, and I'm going to meet up with them. And she is a referee. She has refereed many of the World Cups, including Greece, and we went to high school together. So that's even more cool that, I'm just going to be so excited to sit down with them. And my mom knows I went to homecoming camps. So I'm seeing high school friends of mine who were so nice to give me arrangements and say, don't stay here in San Francisco, stay up here so it's not unsafe. But if you're anywhere near San Francisco, or you have any friends who are painters or creative, or could I just fill the house? It'd be so great. And if you're not part of our Facebook group, Andy just gave the link. So please join our Facebook group. I have plans for more interactive stuff. Andy and I have been talking about getting people more involved in the creative process that we are enjoying ourselves. What else is happening in June? Oh, I'm going somewhere special that I'll be telling you about soon. I'll be sharing it, of course. And so I plan on being here. I don't like to do 5 Mondays in a row, because by about the 5th Monday in June, I will probably need to bail out on myself because it's a lot to do Monday night. So I believe one of those Mondays I will be gone. I will be traveling. But I think I got it. I think I got it. So my dad, when he's here, if you've ever been part of my dad's being here, it's kind of a haphazard. It's kind of a haphazard mess. No, my dad's not a mess. Oh my goodness. I have to show my other creative thing I've been doing. My dad, let's see. So my dad is very creative. So he did this one Monday. And, you know, that's not what I painted. He has followed along. Oh, I was looking for this. Okay, I just found it. So he did this. Yeah. He did this. So this is my dad's artwork. So, you know, we're painting, you know, pineapples and flowers, and my dad's just painting the tree that the pineapple came off. I don't know. This was what I was looking for forever. This is what I based this piece of, and I never found it. I just found it. So that's enough of that. My son is graduating, I think I mentioned, and this is what I made him. It is $99 in ones and fives and a 10. It's a lei. And the reason it's $99 is because a gust of wind blew in and I just found $1 underneath my driver's seat because I've been making it like when I'm in the car waiting for the kids, I'm folding dollar bills as if I'm going to Cheetah's girly club or something. And I don't know if that, I doubt they fold them up like this. But so this I'm giving to my son on graduation day. I started this with my husband's son last year, and if you guys, I didn't want to share it on the internet before I do it because then I know every time Dick and Harry will show up with those things, but that's what I do for the kids. And normally I give $100, but this time I'm giving $99 with an additional one probably wrapped around the end of it. That was pretty funny. I found it. And I think that's about it. So stay tuned in June. There will be another Deco Art giveaway. My dad will be a guest painter in the studio, whether he likes it or not. Sometimes he sits there, but I hope that by the time he gets here, we will be moving this desk out of here. So, Dad, before you plant your carcass over there, please move the desk out of here. I will be taking a special trip that I will be wanting to share with all of you guys. And in between that, we're just going to paint our butts off. I think that's about it. Any questions for me? That was a lot of information. And I'm following the chat, and I should have no teenagers here putting internet on. But I might have to put my hair back because it is 1,002 degrees in San Diego right now. Okay. Oh, mystery boxes. Everyone sold out except for one and a box of ribbon. And I'm making a few more because I have 3 more bins to go through. So if by chance you really felt the need or you want to buy a second box, because I've had a lot of repeat customers, thank you very much for loving them. I am seeing some amazing things that are coming out of your guys' art studios, and that's all I care about. So thank you, Mary, for giving the link to the winners. Okay. And the reason I'm wearing this shirt is because it already has tons of paint on it. So nobody has to yell, put your apron on. Because what I do is I paint over the paint in black. And then you can't tell. Here we go. I think we're going to paint something. Nobody knew I was a good dollar bill paper folder, did you? All right. I think you will eventually be on national TV on your own show. I hope you're talking to my dad. My dad would be amazing. He would be the next Bob Ross. Although my dad tends to work at a slower pace than I do. Kidding. He has painted with me. He's going to paint with me the next time too. So I don't know what we're doing today. I mean, shout it out if you guys have any ideas. Oh, Ashley, I am sorry. If you're new to Ustream, it's a touchy little thing. And I apologize, as more people log in, it gets more convoluted, but it's free. And that's what I like about it, because it gets me in your living room for free. There's about bunch of husbands are running out of there right now going, what's she doing in her living room? Yeah. If you want to hit F5 or refresh, sometimes that helps, brings back the chat. And I switched to an overhead camera, so that's what I'm going to do right now. And expect new things from the studio in the coming weeks. Good things. So any questions before I get started? I am beyond happy to be here. I've done nothing. Here's my practice. Amy Loves wants pink. Really? Pink? Okay. There's going to be pink on this. Amy Loves want pink, and just because Amy loves, because her last name is Loves, we're going to go with pink. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We like free, and I ban my hubby while you're on. I have instructions out there for my teenagers. If they touch the internet, I'll kill them. And I mean that in a nice way. So here we go. Let's switch cameras. And boy, I have nothing. I know Olivia has some thoughts on my... Okay. Here we go. I hope I'm close enough. I'm going to lower it just a hair. So I actually filmed the canvases that I've been making for commission purposes. So I'm sure the person who I made them for is going to love it. I love her, the person I'm making it for 3 of her friends. Okay. Here we go. So, are we all good? Is everybody, my sound good? Should I be more quiet? All right. Here we go. So I'm probably going to use a mixture tonight. I'm going to use some, I'm going to go do some, use some Americana. I know I was using the media line, but don't be surprised if you don't see the media line mixed in there because I happen to love the media line. And what I say goes. I am going to find some new stencils. So I went through all my drawers. This is the best thing about going through your drawers. I dug out, this is the great thing. You dig things out. Okay. So I dug things out. These are all my, I was able to separate my Americana stencils and my Deco Art stencils, which is really fun to do. And I've got lots of exciting stuff. So this is decoupage paper, which I believe I'm going to use some of. You know what? Let's just use what's open. All right. Wait a minute. I'm working on a heart and using the media line. Awesome, Mary. Mary, you have a box here, by the way, that's ready for pickup. See, I have to use pink now, so oh, look at that perfectly beautiful musical paper. So this is decoupage paper by Deco Art, and the reason I can say this is because I know it's out and I know it's selling, and it comes 3 patterns to a package. And I'm just going to throw some music notes down here. Let's decide what way we're working. You know what? We're going to work this way. Fits good. Okay. Oh, that's probably the school to tell me it's the last day of school. Okay.
Hi, we're not available to take your phone call, but leave your name and number, and we'll return your call. Hi.
Sorry about that. The other part about Ustream is, oh, by the way, it's free. And here we go. So we're going to use some decoupage paper and some decoupage. I'm probably just going to throw some matte medium down. I have tons of matte medium in here. I'm going to mix it up tonight, but obviously I'm going to go Deco Art, so don't get too upset. And I'm going to throw some gesso down on this page. I'm going to throw it down. I am going to just throw it down. So I'm using a mixed media paper. It's 140 pound by Strathmore, and I get asked a lot, why am I not painting on wood or canvas? My hour with you is just an hour that I kind of let it go. I am trying to show that within an hour, if you don't overthink things, I think a lot of times the process gets overwhelming and you overthink things. And I don't think there's a need to overthink things. I'm an overthinker. Trust me, I'm an overthinker. And there is, I think sometimes you buy the supplies and you never use them because you're just overthinking it. You don't want to use them. You don't want to waste them. Whatever the reason is, okay? And I'm going to throw a heat gun on this real quick. I'm going to move the heat gun away just so you. Anyway, so my philosophy is, you know, a lot of times I have people tell me they sit down and it's like, oh, I just, you know, I can't, I have nothing, I don't feel creative, I don't feel this, and I get that. I do it all the time. I do it myself. Oh, I went back in gesso. I don't need gesso. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, we don't need that. And what I need is a paintbrush that actually flows. One day I'll clean this. So this is matte medium. You can use decoupage. DecoArt has a number of decoupages out. Here's a few, to name a few. There's matte. Okay. In fact, why don't I use that? Let's keep it simple. We'll use matte. I can use matte medium too, but okay, I should have maybe silenced my computer is going off with emails. Here we go. Let's keep this simple so I don't have to be. So my tabletop is glass. So if you're wondering why I'm just working on it and don't care about getting anything on it, it all comes off. All right. So I'm just, and I don't care about wrinkles. I do on my face, trust me. And oh my goodness, my hair being too blonde is driving me a little insane, but it is what it is. I think I put that, no, I didn't put it upside down. I did. I left my hair place and I went, oh, I think I'm too blonde. I think, and then my daughter said, no, who's got beautiful blonde flowing hair? I think it looks good, Mom. And it covers your gray. Thank you, darling. All right. I don't have time, though, to go back in and have her fix anything. So if it's too blonde, thank you very much for saying my hair color looked good. So anyway, this process that I'm in right now is really not how I work. It's taken me 3 days to recreate the commission piece that I've already done twice. So it's kind of funny that I do this. But the great part about this is it does give me freedom to just hang out with you guys. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay. And, so this paper, I can't describe it to you, but it's kind of translucent. It works great with decoupage. Can't describe it to you. I don't know. I'm just, okay, just tearing. And I'm going to give you a little tip. I don't want this to be so squared off. All right, perfect. We'll probably end up covering up most of it anyway. It's great if you have projects. A lot of people ask me, why don't I work wood and canvas and stuff. This is kind of my art journal. And I do sell a lot of my original artwork, and a lot of my original artwork goes to my licensing agent. And yes, I saved every little bit of that because I will use it again in some other project, or I might use it again on this project. So this will dry quick. I'm going to give you a little tip about decoupage. Take a baby wipe, or I have these studio wipes. They're the same thing. whenever you're done with decoupage or really with gesso, any medium, it's a good idea to do this. Wipe off the lid, the rim of that, because when you put the lid back on, then it's clean and you won't have to worry about, you know how those things glue themselves shut. So I try to do that every time I go to close. It's not every time, but at least if you do it every couple of times, you don't end up with the lid sticking to where you waste half of it. Does that make sense? All right. Yeah, I do clean up a lot. Okay. If you're, I'm seeing people logging in and having some issues. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Cindy Lou. She knows the system. Yeah, who just said onion skin paper? Yeah, it's not exactly like a vellum, but I would describe it as an onion skin. Great description. Great description. So I just want to make sure this is dry. So we'll see who else will be attending next Monday. I'll see if I can get Andy Skinner, that our challenge will be on, to wake up. I'm sure he'll love to hear that. Okay, while I'm working, I'm going to give you a little tip, because I hate when I'm finished and I have 1,000 paintbrushes to clean, okay? So I do have a water bowl. This is a water bowl right in front, right there. So I just dumped paint cleaner on there. That's brush cleaner, brush and stencil cleaner. The great thing is I know this is crazy, but if you clean up as you go, sometimes I end up with every brush I have is dirty. Some of them you can't get clean, but. And I buy those shop towels from Costco. You just go to the automotive department. So, and then I clean up my work surface. Yes, I do. Okay. Goody. Good, good, good. And I'm going to come in with, I really want a blend of green. And I don't know what greens. Hold on. I think I'm going to go with, I have been in love with, what greens? This green. And I'm just going to do these. They're sitting out. So Americana. Deco Art Americana. Go to Michael's. Good variety. Okay. And baby wipes. I'm going to do the background that I just did. It's a baby wipe. This is a baby wipe. I'm going to try and blend all this together. The colors I'm using are Indian turquoise, and I love this color of Irish moss. I'm not sure how much you'll see of it, but that's just what I feel like doing. And yes, I'm using a baby wipe. I did this the other day and I was so thrilled because it's kind of what I used to do a ton of when I was too lazy to clean paintbrushes all the time. And so for those of you wondering how much I've practiced this, I've done this background of course before, but this piece, the music notes, I don't know. The great thing about this is I could wipe away things if I get too dark, get too light. I'm going to throw some other color on here. I'm going to use the media line. This is Cobalt Turquoise Hue, which is just a fab color too. Okay. The great thing about the wet wipe, it's wet. And if your baby starts crying and has a dirty diaper, you can accomplish a lot at one time. I don't recommend, though, you use this color because I believe that would cause diaper rash, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. And I'm just going to get my fingerprints all over this. There we go. So all I'm going to do around the edges is just kind of wipe this. The great thing about this process is whatever paint's left on the table, I just use up. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to take a palette knife. I have been really into palette knives lately. Just me and my palette knife. So anyway, I've been eating like a rabbit, but I really wanted potatoes tonight, so I decided I would make homemade potato chips. Oh my God. I heated up the entire house for one thing, huge mistake. And you know the instructions, it takes 10 minutes. They're going to brown really quickly. It didn't happen that way. So I am really at the end of my rope with what we're eating, but my parents will be no help because they eat really well. And I'm throwing a pool party on Thursday. So see how I tell you that I'm taking everything day by day. I am throwing a pool party on Thursday and haven't given it one thought. I will slap that baby together so quickly, it's not even funny. And also then Thursday night, taking my oldest out to dinner. A bunch of us moms are taking out our boys who have been best friends for a long time. And so I'm going to slap some gesso into this. I don't know why. I just am. There we go. I got to get a clean palette knife for that. Just a little bit of gesso. Is anybody still watching? Because I am, you know me. So I'm just going to mix it. There we go. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So my parents are about to enter the roller coaster of our lives. And Wednesday is the last day of school, so I have the kids all home. So pretty much anything that's left on the table now, right now, I'm just going to scoop up and put on the palette knife and whiz in here. Okay, there we go. Good? Is this all copacetic? There we go. Throw that in there. We're going to let this dry for just a second. And I'm going to pull out the sample that I have from the Magic Oven that you guys can see done already because I've already done this ahead of time. Okay, you know I'm lying. That does not happen. We're going to slap a heat gun on this. And yes, that is what I do to clean up. So if you dust in my house, ask my mom. If you dust in my house, every rag has decor paint on it. There you go. I promised some pink in here, so I've got to come through on that. I kind of like it because you can just see a hint of the music notes. I really didn't want that to be out. The great thing about these paints, they dry quickly. Yeah, so these are also, I try to keep my studio ones in my studio that I use, just so you know. But if you go to dust my house, there's usually a blend of colors on everything. Oh yeah, I did just a light layer before the decoupage music paper. I did, just a light layer. Alrighty, here we go. Let's try and close up my paint. So there we go. I kind of feel like it still needs a little bit of something. You know, I do. It needs a little something something, and I'm going to look in my box of something 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 something. I love when I have a box of. Don't never know what she's gonna pull out of here. That's one fun one. So this is. These are just stencils. Nothing amazing. I have lots of fun ones. Lots of ones that I've used over and over and over again. I thought I had one that had little polka dots. But I might be losing my mind on that one. I really love this one. Something might happen with this one. I've used it before. Come on, let go. Who's hanging on here? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, look at this one. Enjoy, adventure. All right. What are we feeling, people? Oh, this one. There it is. I found it. There it is. That little polka dot one. I love that. Okay. I'm going to go with something. What do we have? Cerulean? No, I think we got to go with something darker. How about ultramarine blue or ultra blue? No. Ultra blue. Ultra. Here we go. This is ultra deep. Ultra blue deep. It's kind of mixing it up tonight. Just decided that I get to do that. Okay. So these are repositionable. And I'm going to take a stipple brush on this. If you guys aren't familiar with a stipple brush, they're very short, very coarse hair. And what you do is, see the paint I have there? You kind of dab it off. You don't want to put it on too thick. I mean, you can. And I'm going to see what happens there. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. How funny. So this kind of sticks on. It doesn't take much. Oh yeah. Don't forget to pounce that, and I'll show you how to clean the stipple brush. You got to keep them clean. Otherwise they stick together and they're just a gnarly mess. Nobody wants a gnarly mess. Oh, thank you, air conditioning, for piping on here. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, these are cute stencils. You know what? Let's do a couple more. So I lay that down there. Let's do a different color for this. I'm going to show you how to wipe off the stipple brush while I'm at it. All you do is lay. I try not to put the stipple brush into water a ton. You really don't want to bury. This is kind of sample. But I don't know how I know this, but with brushes, you don't want to get a ton of water in the barrel of it. So I usually wipe it off a little bit. But I wouldn't recommend you do a whole art project and then you let it go. You really want to wipe those off and just, that's it. It's not a lot to clean it. You just want to clean it. Okay, so then I have, and then same thing with this. These are repositionable. So what I do is I lay it down on, you can just lay it down on your surface. And then I just use my fingers like that. And so remember how I thought that they should rename the brush cleaner, brush and stencil cleaner? And the name of it is actually brush and stencil cleaner. So I really was never that original. I'm looking for some colors. Here we go. I'm on my wall. Oh, paint. Lavender. I know let's go pansy lavender. Taking it old school today. I love this. So you really want to dry your stipple brush off, okay? Let's just put this down, see what happens. See if you can see this at all. Otherwise, I'll Oh, whoops. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay, you see that? Okay. Aren't these great? So these can be used with etching, you know, if you're going to be etching glass, or they can stick to anything. They're awesome. And I'm just trying to add a little something to the paper. Whoops. Okay. Let's do this. I'm sorry I'm not able to look up at the chat as much. I'm just trying to kind of keep it going. What do we think? Are we done? I almost want to add some white to it too. You know what? I'm the boss of me. I'm going to add some white to it. Yes, these are deco art. They are repositionable. I will share some links with this. So, and there are more of these bad boys coming. There are new ones. Oh my goodness. Kind of feel like I'm holding a secret about the new ones, but they're really awesome. Let's get some white. This is titanium white. I'm just gonna throw this down. I'm kind of just using what's on the desk at this point. Let's just go right over that. We don't need to fully go over it, but oh yes. You could use gesso too, by the way. I'm not even wiping them off. If a hint of the purple gets in there, that's okay by me. Sometimes I want you to have to feel a page where you go, oh my goodness, there's so much texture on it. And sometimes I just want you to have to look at a page and go, wow, there's so much texture, but it's flat as flat can be. I mean, I'm doing nothing on this other than just paint, 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 paint layer. And it's cool because they're repositionable, so they're kind of sticky. What do you think? Am I going nuts on this? I think I'm kind of going crazy on it. That's okay. A little crazy is not bad. So there's my stencil. There's my brush. Let's just wash them off all at one time. And those are reusable. There we go. Any questions? I know if I don't answer a question, it's not that I don't care to answer it, it's that I didn't see it, and I apologize. So if you have any questions, you can pipe up with them. And even if I miss them, my moderators are so lovely, they just text them to me. I kind of love that background, although I feel like the background needs something a little bit more, but I think we have to do something in it. There we go. So let's try that. Are we good with this background? And I'm going to take a load of gesso with another palette knife because I happen to own more than one. You guys can do a credit card to do this too. I'm going to, oh, actually I'm going to do it like this. If you have credit cards, those work too. Don't use a room key, not a credit card. You can use a credit card, but you're not going to want to do that. Really liking this background. I rarely would say that about something. I mean, last week's was so contrastedly different. It was, I did black. Just, that was it. And now I'm just layer upon layer. Okay. And some layers are getting on the paper and some are not. Why is it that the week of graduation has to be the hottest week? Mom and Dad, pack very lightly. We've had 70 and 80 degree temperatures and we are plummeting. We are just going skyrocketing right to the 90s. It's just miserable. So if you have to go back in your gesso, don't go back with the color on the end of your palette knife, okay? I warn you, because gesso is supposed to remain white or black. You don't really want to mix the colors, okay? Mix them here, but okay, we're done, right? Really thrilled with that. If you don't have decoupage paper, don't worry. Music paper works great. There we go. So this is really, I have a free sample of these studio wipes and I really love them. I'm going to have to contact the company I got them from because they really do keep the studio clean. So we're going to dry this layer off because our background is done. And now we have to perform feats of miracles here to get something. Here we go. I think half the replay ends up being my cleanup. I apologize for that. But I really do think it sometimes is distracting when you see somebody's workspace and you can't see what the difference is between the background and the project itself. But let's try this, baby. Cool. So another thing that happened was the oldest went to Illinois. He's on his way to Illinois today to play baseball in the summer league. And palette knives, sometimes I clean them, sometimes I don't, but they're not easy to, they're easy to clean up. All I gotta do is that. And then they're good to go. And those rags that you see me, I just wash them. I literally just wash them and then eventually I just throw them away. But they work great. So we can still see our music notes. Go outside? Go ahead. Goodbye. Dog needed to go outside. So now I'm going to take my gesso again. Here we go. Looking for a paintbrush. This should work. That's not going to work. Let me get a number 6 or a number 8 round. I'm not a snob on paintbrushes yet, but I feel myself getting snobby, if that makes sense. Does that make sense when you feel like you might be a snob about a paintbrush? I'm not there yet, but I can sense sometimes I pick up a paintbrush and I say, oh, that's the biggest wrong paintbrush ever. So here we go. And I am going to do this. Okay. So this is gesso. This is out of the media line. Oh, I promised a pink flower, didn't I? This is kind of looking like a daisy. I promised Amy loves a pink flower. I'm going to deliver a pink flower. Oh, so relaxed, finally. I am having a hard time relaxing lately. Okay. So all I need to do is fine tune this. And I don't know if I'm going to have any leaves off this or what. Okay. Somewhere there's going to be a pink flower, so I believe it's going to be here. So this is my drawing process. The great thing about gesso is I just kind of work it as I go, and we'll figure it out when we get there, right? Big round. Okay. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but that's a flower. And let's see. I think I'm all about the flowers. Forget it. Normally, sometimes I'm all about the leaves. Sometimes I'm all about the flowers. Okay, I'm looking up and it looks like something is happening and I'm unable to follow the chat right now, but if I'm missing something, please fill me in. I'm sorry, I just been painting. This is going to have some sort of I want a saying in here somewhere. I'm trying to look up. Here we go. Is everybody still watching? Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Looks like Andy just got a phone call that her uncle's in the hospital. I am sorry. See, I thought I was missing something. Oh. Oh, goodness. All right. Mary is texting me. Andy, please go. I know. Everybody's saying I need one more flower. Upper right corner? What? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. So, I'm debating upper right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I got 3 flowers in there. All right. All right, I promise the pink flower. This one's going to be white. I'm going to take, I'm using just colors that are here on my desk, but I will list all the colors. There's going to just be a Mod Podge of colors tomorrow. There we go. And that's just because that was what was on my desk. Okay. Here we go. So if you don't have a stipple brush is great for that. And this. And a blend of this. Okay. Good. All right, everybody still, I just looked up. There we go. And I'm going to do titanium white right here. This is going to be, I know it's going to seem strange, but I'm doing white on top of gesso. The reason I'm doing that is gesso is a primer. I'm going to come back in with the white here. And I'm just going to a little bit more. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to look up, I promise. Cool. Okay.
Oh my God, the clock is empty. That's heavy remedy.
Okay. Okay. Andy, I hope all is good. I'm only catching parts of the conversation. Okay. I gotta pick up. Okay, I'm picking out a pink color. All right. I just went straight for fuchsia and peony pink. Amy Loves, you get to pick. Is it going to be a combination of both? Amy Loves, you get to pick. Or a combination. Oh, Bonnie asked a question. Here we go. I'm looking up here. Everybody's looking. Okay. Fade. Pink to, okay. Pink to orange petals. Okay, I could do that. Okay, Bonnie says, how do you know when to use gesso or modeling paste? So, in my professional opinion, I use modeling paste when I want depth for modeling paste is going to take a little bit longer to dry, so usually that's my last step. Gesso will dry quicker, and it's a primer. So Gesso has a slightly different purpose than modeling paste. I use them interchangeably, but Gesso modeling paste has a little bit more gritty grab to it. I know I'm probably saying that the wrong way, but it has a thickness to it. So I will use them interchangeably, but Gesso really primarily for me, I use a lot as a primer. Okay. So let's go pink. I'm going to do these two pinks together, and I'm probably going to mix some white in there anyway. I like fuchsia. I love fuchsia. Here we go. Combo. I'm actually going to bring, I might draw some of that in there too. So here we go. So, and I'm going to, oops. Okay. So I might even bring, gee, I'm gonna throw a hint of that lavender, that pansy lavender we use. I'm just gonna build outward. All right. So you see what I'm doing? I went from the light to the dark, and I'm probably just going to throw a little bit of the darker in the end of it. I'm going to come back in. Oh my God, my air conditioning is finally kicking in. I can breathe in here. Ay, ay, ay. So these flowers right here, yes, these are my own. Don't tell me I don't know what they are. I have no idea what they are. I always get the email, what flowers were you painting? I mean, that's probably a daisy, but I really don't know. They're Tracy Weinzapfel flowers. Okay. And then I'm going to take white in here. There we go. Ashley said she loves the color fade. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to take a dry brush. It's kind of a dry brush technique, and I'm going to, let's see if I could do it this. And I'm just going to, might need it there. And don't worry. Okay, what time is it? Oh, 7:01. I'm supposed to be done painting. Where are my moderators keeping track of me? You guys, Lori's always yelling at me, and you people aren't yelling at me. Andy, start yelling. Andy needs to go back to yelling at me. She was so... Andy, I need some yelling. If I'm going to distract you, you have to do it by yelling. So this is a great thing. See that? Remember that stipple brush? Okay, so... Okay. Yell, yell, yell. Here we go. And look at, Mary says, that's because we're nice. Okay, we know who the mean one is, and she's not here right now. Okay, don't tell her I said that. I'm so in trouble. Sorry, Laura, you're not the mean one. So I have to tell you one thing. My air conditioner is blowing on me right now. And so these paints are drying quickly, but don't be afraid to take your paints and just start going back in there. And now Andy's going to yell at me. Hold on. Let's see. Andy's the worst. Everyone likes for you to go longer. Do I listen to them? Oh, no. See? Andy, you're the boss. Do I have to remind you of this? You're the boss, Andy. All right. See, my moderators are all, what color is that flower, people? I need a flower. Is it going to be orange? Somebody's going to yell orange. I know it. I can already sense it. Orange? What am I hearing? Okay. Andy, please take a poll and tell me what color that flower is so I don't have to look up every 6 seconds. Okay. Oh, happiness. Okay. Okay, Vicky just yelled in capital letters. We tell her every week to go over. I know. Oh my goodness. Turquoise. Oh, me likey that. Green gold. That's not hard for me to do green gold. I do have to doodle the crap out of this. Orange, orange. Oh my god. Maybe something with the pansy lavender. I can transition that pansy lavender from light to dark and show you guys a good transition. Longer side. Okay, wait a minute. I asked what color the flower was, not how long I was going to paint. I could stay here all night long. But I know you guys want to see a finished piece. Okay. What teal? Why don't we transition a teal? Let's go. All right. Am I hearing transition, please? Yes, I suggested that a while back. Vicky, oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Let's do 2 colors. Aquamarine. Turquoise and yellow. Ooh. Turquoise and yellow? Yellow in the inside and come out and go turquoise? Oh, goodness. Somebody please say something. All right, I'm going to make a decision. Do whatever. You guys, I love this. I love the ones who say, why did you take it? Okay, you know what? Pansy left. Here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to wet the heck out of this paintbrush. Okay. Wet the heck out. I'm just doing white right now, so I'm looking up. Okay. Okay. So what I do is I put those 2 colors down, and I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to do light for right now. I'm sorry, I just made an executive decision after just looking at all the confusion, and so the great thing about paints when they're wet, this is what I love about flowers. I don't know if anybody reads my website, my blog, but I think you guys do because I get an awesome response. But I did get questioned, do you do anything else but flowers? Of course I do. I do other things in flowers, but I really do enjoy being here for an hour. And I'm going to come out with more patterns. I've been asked that. Oh, I hear a teenager in my house. Okay. So I know you, okay, that's not it. That's not going to be done. Don't worry. That's not done. What I did was just a load of white, titanium white, and then I went cobalt turquoise hue, and I'm going to come in now. I dried, I mean, I I'm going to wash off my paintbrush. And I'm just going to come back in and bring this flower to life, okay? That's what I'm going to do. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to add another color to it. Yes, these are this is Tracy Wayne's apple flowers. This is it. This is letting it go flowers. This is not the flowers that you see in a fine art piece. Okay, this is just letting it go. So don't be afraid to take your paints and add white, add gesso. Go back and forth. See, I'm gonna dry it up. See, you know, if you dry them and then come back in and add another layer. Okay, so look at that flower. And then I'm going to come in and add, oh my goodness. You know what? Let's add a hint of purple. Remember that purple? Pam is asking, can I do this with Americana paint? Yes, you can. I am using a lot of, you know, I get asked a lot about Americana paints, and I use them a lot. I just, you know, here, I mean, I've been working with Decor, so I'm just coming in and adding a hint of purple because I love purple. Most of what I'm doing here is Americana paint. These are all water-based paints. They're acrylic, so, all right. So that flower, does it exist in nature? I don't know. It exists in Tracy World. Boy, is that a great place to live. All right, I have to stop because at some point we do have to finish this painting, but I don't mind. I want you to see that you just take your paints and take it to the next level. See, I'm still going back over the centers of my flowers and blending them in. I love a stipple brush on the center. Okay, and remember, what are we doing with the stipple brush? We always wipe it off. Okay, yeah. Uh-oh, who just said retreat? How do you guys know what I'm thinking? So coming to a store near you, a weekend, a weekend, a weekend. What I want to know is, where do you want said retreat? And no, the answer, my living room. Okay. Thank you, Mary, 714. My living room is not an option for a retreat, just so you know. I want to know what you think about a retreat. Yes, I do. Okay. So if you have thoughts about a retreat, I want to know. Are you ready for a weekend of just absorbing yourself into massive creativity and being lost in it? Because trust me, that is my goal. Ask Mary. Mary knows, and Mary has seen me kind of teach in a way that even when it's 2 hours, if I get you guys for 2 hours, it's just an amazing experience for me. And I never teach the same thing twice, typically. I'm never going to remember what colors I used on this because I'm mixing it up with everything else. Is Kim here? Okay, so what I want to know is, if you were to go to a retreat, where would you like to do it in? I know that I'm already looking at areas. And send me an email or let your moderators know. Oh, this is probably the school. Hold on. No. Okay. What I want to know is, I want a weekend with you all. And no, my living room is not an option. Hi, Kim. Kim, don't kill me. I was just in your area, but it wasn't for long, and I will be back. Okay. Yeah, let Mary know. Mary will take, and Andy will take notes for me. I really do want to know this question. because this is what we're going to immerse ourselves in. Trust me. All right, now let's doodle. All right. And we're going to need some sort of title or something on this, I think. I don't know. Yes, I think so. Okay, I have a feeling it should be up by Kim. She just raised a really good point. Sacramento. That would be that would be a way to. So this is a food ball pen, nothing special. I'm just going to come in here and I know this is just this is how you doodle process. I really just want to add some finishing touches to this. I want to bring these flowers to life. Yeah, I want to know. My mom and dad are probably saying, Detroit! Okay, Mom, Dad. Let's go do it in my mom and dad's living room. My mother is now saying, no, not a good idea. But yes, I see I have exciting things to share. And I want to listen to what everybody wants. Or I love what I do and love to do it more. See, Bonnie, I was just at Bonnie's Way, and the funny thing is Bonnie is now where I will be on June 19th and 20th. So go figure. Okay. I know. So the part about this with doodling is being very relaxed. And we're just going to bring this flower to life. We're going to see where it takes us. Good night, Heather. See, I see people. I every now and again can look up. And if you feel like you have to go to bed, because I know in some parts of the world it's late and whatnot, there we go. I will have the total video tomorrow up on my web page, or I hope to have it tomorrow. I have to because I got people to pick up tomorrow. Okay. That flower was that simple. Really? That simple. Okay? People think, oh my God, I gotta overthink it. Don't overthink it, okay? Don't overthink it. So what I want to hear is what you guys want. What's your idea of a creative weekend? How about that? I know what mine is. You'd see me down every 5 minutes just. I've actually been fortunate lately. I taught at the Charity Wings event, and the great thing about that was I really did get to paint with Mark Montano and the Lolly Jane girls, and I had an awesome weekend. Okay. So the great thing about this pen, it really works over everything. The thing you have to do is spray seal it before you take a brush varnish over it because it's water-based and it will run with the paintbrush that you're using. So you got to be mindful of that. I happen to use a spray sealer. I use gloss and matte. I'll show you them. And I list them in the materials list, so don't think I'm going to keep that a secret. Oh, here we go. This pen does not come in different sizes that I'm aware of. It's one size, F-U-D-E-B-A-L-L. I don't know if I have any left on the website. I kept the Memorial Day sale up, and I have never taken it down because I've been so bloody busy. So prices are really good right now because I have not had 5 minutes in my day to go in there and update the website, but I'm sure I will soon. So the good thing about this, when it's still wet, you can smear it too. Getting a lot of questions about the Stabilo grease pencil, which I need to go in and answer. But see, I don't know why it is. I just love this pen because it just keeps working. Okay. So somebody's mentioning the Pitt pens. I've used those. I have them. Here you go. Here you go. Yes, I do. I have them. And I don't know what it is about me and just simple. And I love Faber-Castell, so don't. I just go with what simply works, but I use a spray varnish. This is a Memento ink pad. I know. So this, I'm just coming in. Black. I was going to use Payne's Gray on it, but it seems to do the trick. And then I have a bunch of these. I'm just going to so this will get a good spraying of spray varnish on it, okay? Do we have a title? Do we have a something? Do we have a, hold on, I might even have a, then we can use the modeling paste that Bonnie requested. Hold on. Hold on. I have lots of good stuff. Life is good. Oh my goodness. What about this? Look at, I took this right off the display at CHA. Oh. Isn't this good that we, oh, you know what? Okay, so we can get some modeling paste on this. So wouldn't that be fun too? So I'm going to blend this in. So I can rub that with my hands, which is awesome. Okay. Life is good. Adventure. Enjoy. Celebrate life. Celebrate life. Be brave. Life is good. I almost, what do you think? Go ahead. Sound off. Thank you, Nancy, for saying I really like this painting. Life is good. I almost want like a couple. Be brave. Life is good. I mean, let's just fill up. Celebrate. What do you think? Life is good. I think I'm going to go 3 sayings since we're going over a little bit. 7:20. I'm not even really over. I'm going to talk to you. Yeah. So, okay, what I'm going to do. Oh, well, Lori's not here to yell at me. I'm looking for something. Okay, I found it. So this is my spray sealer. Okay. And I'm going to spray this in my garbage can. Okay. Here we go. I just want to give this a little. Don't worry, my windows are open. I just got my windows open. I know, outside. Okay. Oh, yeah. What are we doing? Life is good? Okay. Here we go. Yes, Kim. The answer is yes to that. It's kind of small. What are we thinking? Right in here, life is good and that's it? The answer is yes, we could. I got ways. I wonder what's going to stick out more, white or black? Now, outside, spray outside in a well-ventilated area. Both my windows are open, just so you know, and I'm breezing through here. Enjoy and explore. No. Yes, he does. Trust me. If you get off of an elevator, ahead of him and you scare the bejesus out of him, he smiles. Okay, I'm looking for my painter's tape. Here it is. All right, this makes it easier. White outlined in black. Let's do it. I'm gonna use white modeling paste. Okay. And I'm going to go kind of thick right here. Life is good. I'm just going to go right there. Do you see it? Black, white. What are we doing? So the best way to do this is this way. Okay, here we go. And painter's tape works great because I can protect all sides of it. And I don't have to worry about the in that case, I'm just going to use white modeling paste, and then I might have to use a little white paint on it. And I'm not going to be able to outline it, understand that now, because it'll take a little time to dry. Okay, so let's get some white modeling paste. Got it? Black or white? People. Black, black, black. Let's try black. I don't have to do anything over it then. I can actually outline it in white if I want. Okay. All right. I like black modeling paste. It's so much easier. Here we go. Black modeling paste. I've just secured the area. White. Black. You know what? I'm going black. All right, here we go. And if I need to, I can. Sorry for those who said white. It's black. Life is good. You know what? It is precious. We know that now. We lost a young life this week in our town, and it's just devastating to me as a mother. So, okay, oh, don't you take the rest of it and do that, okay? Then you put that in there. You wipe off the edges, which I didn't do. And, oh, by the way, about this right now is the point you start praying that you don't jostle your template. Everybody start praying, people. See, I'm not the best modeling paste girl, so don't use me as a, here we go. I'm not a great stenciler either, so. Okay, oops. Get off there. Thank you. Ready? Life is good. Oh my goodness. Life is good. Okay, so what do we do with our stencil? What do we do to clean that baby off? Otherwise, sticking it in my tub. And no, that's not the answer, Bonnie. Oh, that's what we do. Take a baby wipe. Okay. So before your stencils even have to go get dipped in water, just wipe them off with, oops. There we go. Okay. Coolio. Okay, I am done. Oh my goodness. Needed that. It's done. Oh my goodness. It is a combination. Oh, I love that. Life is good. I will list that stencil. Oh. Ah. Okay, I'm wiping my hands of. Yeah. It's done. I don't think it needs anything else. Do we agree? All right. Let's move the We did it. It was an hour and about 15. Thank you. And thank you, Amy, for provoking me with pink, because I don't think I necessarily would have done that. Okay. We are done. Oh, yeah. I like it that the music is behind there, too. You can just faintly see it. Life is good. So that modeling paste is going to dry. It has a bit of a matte finish to it, so it's got to dry. And you got to leave that overnight. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. We're still recording. We're still here. Don't drop anything on it, Tracy Ann. I was going to do leaves. We never got to them. Didn't need it. You know what I think it needs, though? I think it needs an outline of some nature. Okay. Okay, I'm done. My parents need to go to bed. I need to call them and say, yes, Mom, Dad, I'm picking you up. Overnight, no, a couple hours. Actually, yeah, I'm actually thinking it does need a border. I want to. It might have a border tomorrow. So I'm going to try this and put it on my blog tonight or tomorrow. And thank you so much. Anybody who's experiencing some tough times, we have them in our town right now, so I understand that. And we've got lots of celebrations to happen with graduations and whatnot this time of year. So thank you, Vicki. You have no shirt on. Okay. Okay, goodbye.
Hi guys, I just shirt on, so I can't show all the package.
Goodbye. Okay, and next
Bye,
week.
Grandma. See you tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you very much, Kathy. So next week we are here, and my dad will be here, and my mom will be here too. But I don't think my mom wants to get on here and paint. Don't worry, Cindy Lou. There is a whole crate of that. Okay. Any questions? Oh, Nancy, he thinks he is. Okay, I am going to try and get this done. Don't be surprised if there's a little border of some nature. Oh my goodness. Real Girl? Really? Real Girl is my friend who lives, 20 minutes down the road. Near sister. Okay, guys, next week, tune in. Glue Dad will be here painting. Oh my God, my mom will be here chatting. My mom likes the chat part. She doesn't want to be put on the spot, neither do I, but this is part of what happens. And I really wanted to announce some stuff that was happening live from my studio and coming up. I think it's going to be on my blog this week. I didn't want it to be that way, but I have to wait until I can announce it formally, and I hate those vague Facebook posts. Everything is amazing, but I can't tell you what it is. I really can't. But you'll find out this week, probably. So it's going to probably be on my blog. I'll post it to the Mixed Media group and right away when I can report it in. I just can't right now. So, trust me, I am like a helium balloon just waiting for somebody to take the plug right out so I can set sail. Okay. But I can't say anything yet. So, what I need is you guys to hang with me.
I got the shirt on.
Okay, go ahead. Come on.
Has a jacket on now.
Okay. So, there's Grandpa right there. Glue Dad is Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa. See you tomorrow. When's their flight? Like, leave.
10:24 they land.
When do they leave their time?
I think Grandpa, they're going to leave at the crack of dawn to get to the airport.
So why are they up right now?
Because they love their daughter and they support.
You guys should go to bed. It's late.
They support what their kids do, and so one day when you do something amazing, I'm going to support what you do.
My hair looks pretty bad.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry about my hair, guys. I didn't get a haircut. Who's
Hey.
Nancy?
Hey.
Who's
Hey.
Nancy? Who's Nancy?
Hey,
Yeah, I'm good.
could you?
Bonnie.
So they're saying hi.
My counselor's name is Miss Bonnie or Miss Monty. So.
Do you have a counselor?
Oh, like what are the 7th grade counselor? Like
Oh,
the
you're a
girl-
counselor. I thought you meant like your therapist.
No, the girl that like changes all my classes. You know what my classes are
Okay.
saying.
Yeah. Okay, so are you done? Because this isn't really actually the Joey hour.
Bye guys. Hope you enjoyed the Joey 5 minutes. There's a time limit to this show. I have too many shows booked.
Okay, that would be my kid. Do you see? Apple, tree, apple, tree. I got the whole summer with that kid. Kim, we need to talk soon too. So I am out of here for the night. I'm going to clean up the studio and I will share everything. And thank you guys for making me not put titles everywhere. I just wanted to go overboard. It was one of those nights. We need to shout out to Lori. We missed her. And thank you to my moderators, Andy. I'm so sorry that things are going on. Oh, man, life is up and down. And I hope Brooke is all good. I think this needs a doodle or two. Anyway. Yes, Vicky, he does have a twin. Yeah, that's my life. Yeah. So when my dad's here next week and we're both drinking grape juice straight from the vine, yeah. I could not be more fortunate with the kids I have. They are so different in so many ways, but oh, babe. Anyway, so next week we'll be here. I will be post-graduation. I will be a little more relaxed, and I will hopefully be able to be spilling the beans. Okay. So, this has really been an amazing night for me. I really needed it. My parents come in tomorrow, and I'm excited for the next week. I've got a lot going on. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you, Mary. I said Andy, but not Mary. Thank you, Mary. Mary, thank you for the chat tonight, too. So, I am relaxed tonight. I know. Actually, Bonnie, to answer that question about me being relaxed, Grass Valley, people. Me in Grass Valley and relaxed. So, that is the great thing. That's up by Bonnie, so she knows. Okay, I thank you all. I thank you all for tonight. I thank you all for the past million Mondays, and I thank you for the future Mondays of things that we're going to do together. And if you have any ideas about places you would like me to visit, let me know. And thank you very much for wishing Tyler congratulations. You should be wishing me congratulations for getting him through. Yes. Okay. I'm out of here, and we will see you next Monday with my guest star, Glue Dad. Good night, guys. Okay, I will be here for a minute. I just have to turn everything off. Good night, and thank you.